long story short, I think I, I, I made the mistake of using coconut cream rather than coconut milk.
Oh.
Um, Save your coconut cream for your pina coladas. It should not be in your green curries.
Why is that? I would I would think the other way would be better.
Yeah, it's just I
Viscosity issue.
yeah, like I've been getting punched from the inside all day.
Oh, there's my phone that's
Yeah,
loud.
like I've been getting.
There you are. Hi. Sorry.
So wait, we're streaming. Oh my god,
Yeah,
everybody
we're
knows my my filthy secrets.
About curry.
Guys, what the hell are we doing here?
I don't know. It took a lot to get here, and now I don't know what to do. Let's
Been
clap
through
it
the
in.
Desert on a horse with no name. All right, yeah, let's do it. Woo!
Ow.
Yowza! What's going on, guys? It's On Fire Tonight with Josh and Tressa here today with our Kingdom Correspondent, Christopher Pravdica. We're going to talk about Kingdom Season 1, Episode 4, and we're going to spoil everything. So, if you haven't already seen it, stop, drop, and roll. Now you're back. Let's talk about
Welcome.
that shit. Guys, what'd you think of this episode?
I don't remember. I watched it last night.
All right, let me refresh your memory. So it starts off right where we left off.
Oh,
The
right.
villagers are like, holy shit, that boat just left us all here. When's
Yeah,
the next
yeah.
boat coming? Oh, what do you mean there's no other boat?
No, keep going.
They're like, okay, well, I
No,
guess we should
sorry,
go
I
to the...
remember now. Thanks, Josh. Oh, yeah, it was a great episode. Christopher, what did you think?
It was a heart pounder. And some. I love this thing that they keep doing in this show that I always love, and is they give you the scale of things, the aerial shots, where you always get to see exactly like how many are coming after you.
Oh, yeah.
Where you and how far away you have to go. It's they keep giving me good spatial relations in this show. I like that. But the race for sunset is exciting. Super
Right?
exciting. Yeah.
Like, the ticking clock is real and it's constant.
Yeah.
And, like,
then-
the idea that it's reset constantly doesn't feel... There's nothing forced about that.
Right, because it's real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and more harmed children.
Yes.
More harmed children.
C'est la vie.
I've never seen it. I don't think I've ever seen in any other show a child with an arrow sticking out of its back.
Right? That was nuts.
Pretty
I was
hardcore.
like, oh, well, surely that's not real because they can't kill children in television shows. Right?
Oh, but it's the best when they kill the kids.
I know.
The stakes are super high when you're willing. It shows the audience what the writers are willing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to either get rid of main characters or kids. Then it's good. Then you got a show.
Yeah, my favorite shows have no main characters at all.
They did, but they're dead now.
They did, very briefly.
So yeah, we're back where we were, and it's what's going on?
Find shelter. They immediately we gotta find. How are we gonna survive the night? Is the
Yeah,
first,
they're like, oh, so wait a second. Nobody buried or burned those bodies. They just took the fuck off and left us here.
Yeah, well, we'll just go back to the barracks.
Sorry, they actually tore that down to fix that
fix
one
the
ship
boat.
that they sailed off in.
What a bunch of assholes!
Right? It's like there were other cars, but they stuck bananas in the tailpipes.
Where did they get all those bananas?
I know, there's a famine. It's crazy.
That's the great scene. Them eating carelessly eating on the boat while everybody they left behind is gonna die.
Totally.
Yeah. Yeah.
That the cowardly official who's like, yeah, no problem. Like, we're gonna get there. There are gonna be soldiers to protect us. It's like a massive city, so like, there's nothing to worry about there. Did you say massive city? That seems like a lot of people. So a lot of people are a lot of potential zombies, right?
Thank you. So the nurse is like, you know what? Let's go back to, okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Jiwon?
I think it's like Juhan.
It has
Juhan?
an L in there.
Like, but it's like a
Ju-
soft L.
Yeah, it's a
Juhan.
soft L, Julhan.
Yeah, I'm not
I
going to
think you're
get
saying
that.
it well.
They're going to go back to this village where they were originally, right?
Right, because like she and Young Shin had like fortified it pretty well.
They kept
Right.
them in, so they figure they can keep them out as well.
Exactly. So they're all walking there.
Yeah.
Right. Li Chang is like, all right, bet. I'm in charge. That's the plan. Let's do it. And they're on the road there, and like they see just like under little crevices of rock, zombies have like hidden from the sun, and they just could be anywhere. You know, they're like in the middle of a forest.
Right. Right. He's like, well, if we can see those, we're the ones we can't see, which
Yeah.
fair fucking point.
Classic roach paradigm.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, you can't just crush a zombie because then, like, you're going to crush its pheromones and you're going to call the other zombies.
Right. Mm-hmm. It's just going to get worse.
You're going to walk with that in the tread of your sneakers and track it everywhere.
Yeah, it's gross. So, they see one of them moving or something, and then they all like, run! So everyone, there's so many fucking people running into this place. And
Unfortunately, the cart, or like two carts with like the sick and the elderly, both get stuck. But noble Li Chang
I
is
will
like,
not leave anyone behind.
absolutely not. And Mu Yang has his back.
Not even one useless old person.
Right, they're gonna die in a couple days anyway. Come on.
Wow, you sound like people that were like, I mean, how bad is COVID?
Right. It's just one death. I mean,
Like, it's old people. Like, old people die. Fuck them.
they're disabled. Who cares? I don't really actually think that, you guys. I don't think that. Don't take that out of context, please, Josh.
That's gonna be the teaser at the top of this episode. So most of the villagers reach Johan. Yongshin, our human cannonball, is like barrels off like to try to find the people that haven't made it yet. It's getting close to dark.
The first carriage makes it in and knocks off one of the doors to this place.
That was a great little piece.
Yeah, it was like almost a throwaway. It was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, and then, like, they actually knocked the door off by accident, and then they had to go like make a little shot of them fixing the door. So
It was great. I loved it. So now we got...
So the prince's cart is stuck, and Muyang runs to help, and zombies are reviving.
Yeah, and now they're being chased by zombies. This...
With the assistance of Yang Shin, who's arrived on the scene.
Yes.
and the prince hulked out. He did a Hulk.
Yeah, he did. He fucking... He lifted the cart as he was like swearing, I will never be like the Heiwan Cho clan, and I will never be like those cowards that abandoned us.
He turned green and yelled a lot. And then... Oh, sorry.
He had some real rage issues. Prince smash.
Because the whole
That's
thing...
also a thing that the artist, sometimes known as Prince, would say right before he smashed.
Is that true, Josh?
Yeah, it's definitely true.
Cool. See, the problem here is the wheel is caught in a hole and they can't get this carriage out, and yeah, they need to go.
And zombies are coming fast.
Yeah, they're on their ass. Fortunately, they're only coming from one direction because they could have been surrounded. But fortunately, just the one. They finally get it out and they're hauling ass, but it's still just one horse and a carriage. They're not going super fast.
So, like, zombies run in, The prince is like pushing. Young Shin is loading his rifle and fucking snipes a zombie that's like within breathing distance of the prince's ear.
We do have to. Can we go back to the scene that he got the rifle?
Please, because I don't remember that.
This was a great. It was the shoot. They were trapped in the village, Juhong. They got the Cho clan came and had him trapped in there, and he lost. Oh no, this is after. I just jumped in. No, where did he get the rifle
I don't know.
from?
I didn't think
that
they
he had
even
it on his
guns.
back.
No, didn't he? He grabbed it. Oh, I know where he got it from. I jumped ahead, so screw that part. But one of their dudes had a rifle with them, and he got taken down by a zombie while they were just getting and he slid. He did like a second base slide, grabbed the rifle and ammo, and bolted back to the carts. So then he jumps on the cart. And he's loaded with the rifle now, as they're him and the prince and the running right with the zombies right on their tail.
I didn't.
Those
even
are like
know.
some serious like competitive marathon speed zombies. Like they're like going for their best 5K.
You know all about that stuff, Josh.
Another
Yeah,
zombie
aerobics,
gets
yeah,
super
okay.
close to the prince, and like the rifle jams,
Yeah.
and Li Chang fucking spins with his sword and decapitates him, and it's fucking epic.
And he had to stop running to do it. Then he was stationary for a moment.
Yeah. Very tense.
Yep.
And then, like, at the same kind of moment, he catches up with the carriage and there's a zombie on his back. And Mu Young does the same exact thing. It was beautiful, right? Am I wrong?
Wait, did that happen?
Doesn't Mu Young do basically the exact same thing once Li Chang catches up to the carriage?
Maybe?
All right, forget it. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't know.
Yeah. Mu
Yeah, but-
Young decapitates.
Yeah.
Everybody made it just in
And then that's
time.
right at the gate. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't want to spoil that, but everyone made it into the place just in time.
But it's like, women and children, go hide. Everyone else, men, prepare to fight.
Which they didn't have to do.
Yeah, but tense night, right?
Yeah.
I like the detail of when they are being chased and one zombie gets knocked down. It's like a domino effect. It's
Yeah.
so great. I love it.
Trips them up by a few seconds.
Yeah, it's like a whole Three Stooges thing. I love it. Back on the boat.
Yeah, night has fallen. It's a romantic river cruise.
The booze cruise, if you will.
It's like, no need to worry where we're going in Hanyang. Hey, what's that thumping?
Yeah, what is that? I hear something. It's not right. It's coming from underneath the boat.
We see the mom, the noble woman, standing in front of the trunk that's shaking.
Acting a fool.
Dude, don't open that fucking trunk.
You know she did.
Yeah, well, yeah, you know she did, because there's a wide shot of the whole boat and just snarling. And let me just point out, wide shots are hilarious. Like, they're so fucking funny. When you're in the middle, like when you establish a scene, it's not necessarily funny because you're just showing like, this is the house we're in, or this is the city we're in, or whatever. But when you're mid scene or late scene and you pull back to show like the thing in context, it's always fucking hilarious. Like, we know that whole boat is just getting eaten by zombies. Like, one
Yeah.
zombie turns into another zombie. Mom and son zombies both go ape shit on everybody.
Aw, a team. That's nice.
It's a
We
family
see
thing.
some dudes
Yeah.
abandon ship.
Oh, yeah, a bunch of people jumped off.
Splish splash.
But you don't get to see the action, you just see the blood-stained sail. And that blood went up pretty high on the mast.
Yeah, people were freaking out.
We get back to Juhong.
verified.
They're under siege, but the zombies never get in.
But the
They
sun
survive
rises.
until morning.
Yeah.
Like the roaches scurry off.
This confused me too. They were like a little surprised. There was a bit of a surprise reaction to all the zombies just taking off when the sun came up.
Right. They know they do that.
I thought we were all on the same page.
Maybe
we know
it's
this,
like,
right?
Because this is night 3 now.
Right.
yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
It was I couldn't tell if I was just misreading their reactions and they were just like excited that the zombies were.
I mean, I suppose with a terrifying situation like that, you're always a little reluctant to believe what you already know. You have to
It's
be
like
on
when your
high
whole
alert.
body is tensed for hours. Like, you can't just relax all at once.
Right.
Yeah. Or at some plot point I missed.
Yeah.
No, I
maybe.
think you're right. But then, you know what? I think, like, the zombies were just as surprised.
They
'Cause
always
it's like-
are. Because they're dead
Right?
and stupid.
They have no memory, and they're not like,
They don't think.
hey, it's warming up. I ought to do something. They're like, holy shit, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, we haven't seen special class zombies yet, which is something I always love when we get special class zombies.
Oh, like a daywalker?
Yeah, or with ones with special abilities, like ones that smoke, or ones that have tentacles, or ones that just jump really high.
There's a
Ones that
zombie
are
that can play
smart.
pinball
Yeah.
super well.
Like the last season of Walking Dead, which was not good.
I haven't seen
So-
it.
I just binged it and was very disappointed.
Are there zombies with like extraordinary talents?
No, they have the talents of human people. They can
They
pick
start
things up.
getting dexterous.
They can climb.
Can they work like an 8-hour or 10-hour day?
Of course, Josh.
It sounds like society's going to rebuild itself one way or another.
And that's what the whole season was about, and I wanted to shoot myself in the head.
It's like we've got to get shipping back on track.
What's your credit like? So Li Chang's like thinking about junk in this room, just kind of sitting there in his little silence. And Moo Young comes in. He's like, "Hey, can you come out here for a second?" And it's a surprise party.
It is.
All of the villagers are like, "Thank you, surprise, thank you."
You saved all of our lives. We are so grateful. And then we cut to young Shen, who's fashioned a soccer ball out of some wicker.
That looks
gives
like
it
the
some
funnest
kids.
toy. Yeah.
He's like, go nuts, kids. Here's some rattan.
Kids love rattan. And Li
I was
Chang,
thinking, why they need to save their energy. I don't know why he's trying to wear them out.
Right?
they're gonna get hungry.
This is a thing you do for kids that have too much energy and you need to.
He's not a father. He doesn't know.
Oh, but like those kids are going to have too much energy whether or not there's food or no food. I think you got to keep them entertained and like distracted.
Okay, Josh.
I think starvation slows you down a bit.
I think you're right.
Even kids.
Well, I have a modest proposal.
What's up?
Eat the children.
Oh, that's so easy. Why didn't we think of that before?
It's a classic modest proposal.
That one with the arrow and it already has a stick on it. You can,
It's a kebab.
That's awful.
So yeah, like there's no food in the village and the kids kick the soccer ball and it like bounces off the prince and he's like, call the children here. And
I'm going to
all of
eat them.
All of them are like, we deserve to be killed for our horrible crime.
That's not an overreaction at all. So he gives them food and they're like,
They're like, what is
Cool.
this? He's like, it's beef jerky.
yay, kids love beef jerky. I mean, they're starving, so of course they do. It was
I think
Great.
they were extremely excited. And then
Yeah,
he
they
handed out
were.
beef jerky to everybody and gave
But
the kids back their ball.
no, they were way excited, and they should have been. I just don't like beef jerky, so it's fine. Did I tell you I took my second Adderall today? So I'm. All right. Anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're witnessing something here. Wait, are you having a meltdown? Or everything's all right, right?
Yeah. So Young's like, yo, who is it? Young Chin, is that his name?
Yeah. Young Shin.
He's like, yo, how are you even that good of a marksman? How do you shoot that gun so well? I saw you shoot that guy right in the head.
You're really fucking good with that rifle. You're not just some lowly foot soldier.
No.
Yeah, it's kind of the opposite of what you think. You think you'd want a good shooter, but
right.
But there's something suspicious about how good he is.
Yeah.
But who gives a shit right now? Like right now, who gives a shit?
I mean,
he's got to trust him with the future king.
Oh well, yeah, okay.
Yeah, there could be just like spies infiltrated anywhere.
Oh,
And like, okay, so like, the prince and Muyang were talking about like, we're gonna go to Sangju and we're gonna get Lord Anyang, who's like the tippity toppity, and you know, with him, like they can't deny us at the palace, I guess. You know, it's sort of a side quest.
Yeah.
And Young Shin is like, I'm from Sangju. I could be your guide.
Oh, right.
And there's a bang at the gate. Uh-oh.
Yeah,
it's daytime.
Like,
if somebody's knocking at the gate, it's not just the zombies we know.
right. But obviously everyone's like, oh, fuck, are they alive in the daytime now, too? Like, they were all terrified. They figured, I would have figured, because it was like they were banging. Yes, yeah.
It didn't seem like people at first. But as in every zombie show and thing, the worst fear is worse than the zombies is the other people.
Yeah.
Always. We get a look at Cho finding his son's head in a box.
Yeah, Lord Hak-Chu gets his son's head in a box, and as he's looking at it, he's already killed the messenger that delivered the head.
You're not supposed to do that.
So
There's usually a warning. They'll always be warned not to do it because the instinct is always to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
It always has to be warned away.
Right, so now he's going to annihilate everybody, or at least the prince, and he's going to make him suffer a whole bunch. He swears.
So that's like, so these guards that have come to the town, like they claim that they're there to arrest the prince, but really they're just there as part of Hak-Chu's vengeance.
Yeah, they're just
and they just start indiscriminately like shooting arrows and flaming arrows over the wall, just like nailing people willy-nilly.
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah.
And he's losing everybody he saved.
Yes!
All that action from the... And
all
that gratitude for him.
Yeah, and like the prince blames himself because they came for him, and Young Shin agrees.
He's like, yeah,
and he's
fuck
like,
you.
You have to do something because these people are getting killed. Fucking Cho guards bust in, and there's like everything's all smoky, partly from the flaming arrows.
From the burning arrows.
Yeah.
Total smoke screen.
Just like a lot of dead bodies litter the ground.
Young Shin starts shooting people. Man.
Oh yeah, one gunshot through the smoke.
Yeah, those are like inconvenient firearms back then because you could get
really?
one shot and then you had to reload and stuff it and do the whole thing.
Yeah,
old-fashioned muskets.
You got like 5 minutes because I gotta load this real quick. Just don't get any closer, please. I'll be right with you.
Stand in a straight line across that field and just stay there. Wait.
But the guards have a whole like army or a whole gun squad as well.
Yeah, and you know what else they have?
What's that?
Motherfucking hats that rock. Did you take
Oh,
careful
yeah.
notice of those amazing hats? And
Are
they're
those-
like double feathers.
Yeah. Those are great.
They look really good in the smoke.
Yeah. So they're like hunting for the prince, and they have these whistle signals. But guess what? Mu
What?
Yong, he
He's
knows their
smart.
whistle signals, and he
gagged
does
one.
like crazy. He leads them on a wild goose chase through the smoke in the woods.
Yeah, till one of the guards is like, you guys, we totally got fucked. He has a slide whistle too.
Yang Shen is
Scoop their
taking out
whistle.
more dudes. Xiao Bi like whacks a guy with a broom, and Yang Shen like human cannonballs him.
Oh, I love the human cannonball.
And they break off the chase with the dramatic posing on the edge of a cliff in the smoke, and don't they just back slowly into the... Did they do that? Or did I just want them to do that?
I think maybe they
think
did that.
They did that.
We'll say they did.
Yeah, that happened. That definitively happened.
Signal-
Xiao Bi like wraps the dead girl in a mat.
Yeah. She's sad about it. She's sad because the little girl died or something. I don't know. Blah, blah, blah.
I mean, that's, there's action, but there's also heart.
Blah, blah, blah.
By the way, so Christopher, if you didn't already know, Tressa can't handle human emotion. She can only handle violence, I think.
Yeah,
So
sorry.
anytime any emotion is expressed in any way, she's like, blah, blah, blah. That's all I hear.
Boring. Next,
Whatever. So the next thing happened
blah, blah,
then.
blah, blah, blah.
The opposite of an empath.
Yeah,
Yup.
she's a no
Which
path.
is usually called a psychopath.
So, is this when we get to the scholars that are just like, hey, what's going on with the king or whatever? Right?
Well, the signal fires get
Yeah.
lit,
Yeah.
and it gets all the way to Hanyang, and the top scholar there is like, we're going to the palace, and his buddy that's like part of the Cho clan is like, all right, I'm gonna roll with you too.
And then, like, the crowd gets
Gonna bum
bigger.
rush the show.
Yep.
Yeah,
Gonna bum rush the show.
it's a full, yeah.
They're doing like, we're gonna invade Area 51, see what's really going on.
Quite literally. And what's his name? Cho. He shows up and he's like, "Nah, it's cool." Because the guards are like, "No, you can't come."
Yeah,
and
the
see
guards are like,
king."
under no circumstances are you guys getting in
Absolutely
here.
not.
And Hak Ju shows up, and they're like, we want to see the king. And he's like, you
Cool.
motherfuckers are definitely going to come see the king.
Let's
Come
do
right
it."
with me.
And the queen's like, bro, what? No, don't let them. No."
Right, the sun is like almost set, and Lord Hak Ju is like, step aside. We will let these
Yeah, 'cause
men
it's the-
in.
Because at this
So-
moment, we all know he's just dead, laying there waiting to wake up like some beef jerky in a stew.
Yeah, he can't wait for breakfast.
Hey, you guys, get closer. You might want to get closer if you want to see the king, because he's pretty far away in that bed.
Right,
He's
well,
gonna
wait.
wake up.
Just like, let's linger for a second on this power struggle between Lord Hak Ju and the queen. That's
Oh,
his
sure.
daughter. And she's like, I'm the one in control. I'm the queen. And he's like, no, you're not. I put you here.
Yeah, that's why he put her there, so he could be in control. It's a classic guy makes his little kid marry a powerful person play that rich people do. Right? Right.
All the time.
Yep.
Every day.
Every fucking
day.
day, dude. So, they finally go in. They're all sitting there like, oh, he must be taking a nap. Why don't you guys get a little closer?
Yeah, like, don't you want to see the king? It's been so long. Raise the blinds.
I need to get really close to this guy because I haven't seen him in a while. That makes sense.
And as they're sitting there waiting, Lord Hawkchu is like, the reason the signal fires were lit in the south is not because of an invading army. It's not because of an invading army. There's a disease spreading. That's what the signal fires are for. And then you hear the king snarl, and all of them jump as he like fucking lunges at them, but he's in chains.
As you do.
Lord Hawkchu, fucking the greatest character ever. He's like, look closely.
Yeah.
See, he's still alive. It's fine. It's fine.
If the king is not alive, then what is he?
He wanted to do philosophical arguments with the scholars, and they didn't have no rebuttal, man. They could have had a rebuttal.
They're scholars. They should have.
You said the king is dead. Is he dead? Does he look dead? He doesn't look good, but he doesn't look dead.
Yeah, it's like if you spike him in his head and give him a lobotomy, he's like not the king anymore. If he can't talk, he's not the king. If he can't write,
but isn't he? He's still the king.
No, you have to have your faculties.
Nah.
I don't think there's anything that says that in Joseon at this time.
There was no
Prove
lobotomy clause in the line of secession. Well,
so Hawkchu also accuses the top scholar dude, Kim Sun, of like conspiring with the prince and conspiring against the soon to be born prince.
Now, was he actually accusing him of that, or was he just putting down the foundation to get him executed?
I'm not sure.
I took it to mean that he was the one who killed the king. That caused it the need for him to be resurrected. He was conspiring against the king.
Oh, wow!
To block the clan from getting in, so the prince would be king, and to gain power for himself. But he foiled his plan by giving him the resurrection drug.
Wait, do you think
we don't know why he was given the resurrection drug at this point? Right?
Wait. You think that the top scholar dude like secretly poisoned the king?
That's what the implication. I mean, at this point in the show, all we know is he's being accused of conspiring against the king, because they had that right. They had a writing, right? They had proof.
Right.
It's some proof. But
it had fingerprints on it.
I was wondering. I was watching it. Like, we don't know what actually happened to the king. Was he actually assassinated and he was brought back to life, or was he just sick and needed to be kept alive?
I thought that they had said that the queen and her dad were there when he died from smallpox, and that's when they were like, hey, physician, give him that freaking plant right now so he's back to life.
Just like you did 3 years ago.
But it was smallpox.
Right.
Is that, did they say smallpox?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So this accusation is just a way to destroy this dude.
That's what I was thinking.
Well, I mean, either way, it's like this dude rolled on the palace with like accusations of his own. Mm-hmm. So obviously, like, Lord Cho doesn't want this guy.
He just showed him a mirror.
Yeah.
Oh.
Back at you.
Yeah,
whatever you say to me bounces off me.
4 fingers pointing back at yourself.
It's the classic move of a malignant narcissist, right?
Yeah.
You people are all conspiring against the king to seize power for yourselves. Wait a minute.
Who would do that? Some kind of monsters?
Well, anyway, they arrest and interrogate Kim Sun.
Interrogate. I don't know if that actually happened or if they were just like, hey, did you do this? If you say no, you're lying, so we're going to kill you.
And the queen is fucking pissed. She's like, what the fuck, dude? I'm the queen. And he's like, with fucking, like, I swear to God, I don't know how good the actual Korean actor is, but the American voice actor, his voice is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
There's like ice water in his veins.
Yeah.
He's like, I will destroy anyone who interferes with my vengeance. That includes you. And then he just closes the box on his son's head.
She's like, oh, yep, that's cool. Yeah, I get it now. I'm totally on your side. Yeah, that's it. That was
He's
the
a tough
episode.
motherfucker.
Yeah, he is. He's like a mob boss. He's got to be.
Yeah, he barely moves his face when he talks.
He doesn't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's full of Botox.
He's a toxic alpha male.
You guys got emergencies going on over there?
Yeah, you can hear it?
Yeah.
Always, yeah. I live on a emergency route.
How convenient.
I have it on some of my on my record. I was doing a vocal track, and a big siren went through right as and I kept it in.
Nice.
And I let it roll, let the sirens roll, and
Nice.
put them in.
There's I met a sound engineer guy who worked on some of the like what are their names? The
Toby Maguire.
no, who are the like early American guys that like recorded like old blues and like folk music?
Oh yeah, what's his name? Now it's
Like they
just-
got like Leadbelly and stuff.
Yeah. What's his? It's a whole thing. What's his name? I forget. And I
Yeah,
feel
I
stupid
can't believe
for not
I'm-
knowing.
Why am I flaking on the name right now?
It's the opposite of deja vu.
Never seen.
Yeah, is that jamais vu?
Yes.
Presque jamais vu.
Jamais vu.
Yeah.
You guys are smart.
Well, so anyway, long story long. Anyway, this dude was telling me about how he was given like these like super old like recordings.
Lomax.
Yes, the Lomax brothers. Thank you. Excellent work, my friend. Anyway, he was working to like restore these Lomax brothers recordings, and like you can hear occasionally like trucks go by,
Nice.
and they're like, I think we want to keep that in. Keep that in. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right. No, definitely. That's like the coin of authenticity. Like for me, tell me what you guys think. Like if you listen to a live recording, I think I like the between song banter, the crowd noise, and just like people tuning their guitar more than I like some of the songs.
I would 100% agree. And a lot of the times I don't like listening to live albums. Just
Yeah.
I don't like having it sound different than what I'm used to, I guess. But I'm
Very
also
hard-
weird
it's
about
very
music.
hard to record live music.
Yeah, it is.
Very hard. And it's very
It's-
hard to capture what is happening inside of a room. There's no way to really capture it. You get an approximation, but the way in a good sounding room, good sounding band, that sound is ephemeral. You have to be there.
Yeah.
And otherwise, it's also. But some people do it. Some people do it really well. Record live stuff. But usually, it's usually the simpler the music is, or the less sonic information that's going on in the instruments, the easier it is to, like an acoustic guitar and a voice, a piano acoustic guitar and a voice, a few violins, all things that are really easier to record live. You throw the bass and the drums and loud guitars and loud synthesizers and loud samples.
There's a lot of shit that goes into it. And maybe that's why you don't like it as much, because I always think of like acoustic guitars and I'm like, no thank you.
Well, it's also like if you go to like the Grand Canyon, you realize immediately like I can't photograph this.
Oh, for sure.
Like I can't open my eyes wide enough to see this. So how could a camera ever do anything?
Yeah, no, for sure.
It's like just throw your camera away. It's not useful here.
There's no way I can capture this experience in any form, in any way, and make it anywhere near what it's supposed to feel like. I get it.
Yeah.
Guys,
Holy shit. Guys, that's all the time we have for this episode.
Thanks.
guys,
And others.
folks, friends,
Humans.
Ladies and gentlemen,
countrymen.
lend me your ear. I come to
Vermin.
bury Bomb ill, not to praise him.
We've been smoldering arrows tonight. Nothing? You're not gonna stop me on that?
No.
Come on, shoot those arrows. Ping, 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 ping.
Pew pew! Yeah, alright, so yeah. Been smoldering all night in this village made of hay, and we're all out of guns.
Yeah, this has been the ultimate zombie pirate radio show on fire tonight. Thanks for joining us. We got another one coming out soon. Come on back.
Maybe even tomorrow. So see you then. Bye. Say goodbye, everybody.